Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is your girl Kay, coming to you from the house. I'm not in the car because we still have coronavirus going on, so I am at the house. I'm gonna just apologize right up front for my lack of energy. Your girl is mad tired. I'm exhausted. To be young, black, and gifted in the 2020 is exhausting. So I feel you. I understand. I know you're tired too. So we're going to talk about some things today on this 10 minutes to hopefully, I know it's generally a rant. It's we do real loud, we do real quick. Usually a little, jokes and things like that. But today, as it has been for like the last 10 days, really not a lot to joke about. Um, so, with that being said, let's just get right into it. Uh, so, I know you've been glued to the news, glued to your social media, and you understand the wide scope of things that's been going on. Not only are we still in the midst of a medical pandemic with the coronavirus or COVID 19, but the other virus that has been slowly killing the United States of America for the last 400 years has also reared its head, and that is racism. And we're talking systemic racism. From the police to the medical field, uh, housing, mortgages, banking, uh, government and federal assistance, all of it. You know, really 10 minutes is not enough time to get into all of that. So we're just going to kind of focus on the one that is, I guess, appears to be the most pressing. And of course, we're talking about law enforcement. I'm telling you, I've been wanting to put this rant out for a while, and I'm just gonna. This is my truth. I honestly recorded maybe like 20, 25, 10-minute rants this week alone, and I just deleted them after replaying them because I was just so angry, and a lot of what I had to say was absolutely 100% an emotional, visceral reaction to the video images, the news footage, some of the most outlandish, ignorant um, tweets, posts, comments from grown up professional people um, that my mind was blown, and I think I lost my mind for a moment. So I just kind of, because of the content and because it necessitated such a forceful emotional response from me, I felt that those rants just, it was not the time or the place. So I just kind of deleted those, and I've taken a minute to breathe, sit with my crystals, meditate, sage my space, and just took a breath. And this is, and this more calmed down version of this conversation is the result of that. I really don't have. I don't want to start going in on all the different moving pieces of this revolution, but I do have something specific that I want to say to the Blue Lives. I understand that your job is dangerous. You know, There are actually people who commit crimes out here in the world. I totally understand that, and I get that. But what I'm going to tell you today is, one, you signed up for the job knowing already what it entailed. You signed up for it, you applied, you went through the academy, you passed all the tests. You knew exactly what you were signing into or signing up for. So that's one. Nobody begged you or just said, hey, you have to be the police. We didn't just tag you in. You applied. You asked for it. And because of that, it is your charge, whether you're black, white, Asian, Hispanic, once you put on that uniform, once you take that oath to serve and protect, that's exactly what it means. I'm pretty sure during the ceremony, when they have you read the oath, right, to serve and protect, that it doesn't say, I'm just going to serve those who are wealthy. I'm just going to serve those who own businesses. I'm just going to serve those people who I feel like deserve it. It doesn't say, it doesn't, in that oath, there are no exceptions to the serve and protect. Right? Now, I understand. I'm telling you because I had such a emotional, just from the bottom of my chest and my spirit, reaction to what I'm seeing. And I'm not even, a member of law enforcement. I know that because of your response, and I'm talking to the Blue Lives right now, specifically, that when you see this and when you hear the anger and the frustration and the jacked up comments, that you too have a similar reaction to that on the other end, right? Similar, if not equal to. However, again, if just like me, I'm telling you, I'm so glad I deleted those other rants because they were just 100% just all in the wrong direction, I feel personally. But it was my truth at that moment, at that time. And I'm gonna own up to it. But you, ladies and gentlemen of the Blue Lives family, if you're having that type of reaction to the valid, very valid, important, and crucial revolutions that the United States has seen in quite a while, you should do the same. Take a breath, right? Gather your thoughts and understand that this is not a fight against you personally, but definitely against your organized or organization's culture. The culture of killing innocent, unarmed, brown and black people in your neighborhoods, where you walk, where you patrol, possibly where you live, right? You also want you want to come home safe to your families. You want to be proud of your uniform and your badge, right? You also want respect. I understand that because that's what we fighting for too. You don't got to like us, but what we are asking for is that you respect our lives. the same way you would want us to respect yours. It is not rocket science, right? So if that is the same, and if that's the same thing that you want, and all we're asking for is for that in return, those ladies and gentlemen of the Blue Lives, for those people who feel the message, you may not like the process, right? I'm pretty sure you know. Where I live, I don't want my city tore up. I don't want anything burnt down. I don't want anyone to be hurt or arrested or put in jail. I do not want that. So I understand you may not like the process, but you have got to respect the message. You can't kneel with us in the daytime when we're marching against, specifically at this time, police brutality, although racism is not just in law enforcement, but that's for something else. That's for a different post. um but you cannot march with us, right, in the daytime, pledging and committing to making Black Lives Matter and standing on Black lives are important, and then you're gunning us down, tear gassing us after the sun goes down. Those same officers that just kneeled down with you while you were marching or marched with you. What that looks like, right, is that just like everything else, you don't mean what you say. You're not standing on what you say. You're doing this in hopes of just keeping the damage at a minimum. You're not really making any commitment to fix the root problem. That's not respectful, right? That's not respect. Kind of two-faced it, very much flat out lying, but it's not respect. And until you, and I mean the organization of the Blue Lives, until you respect everybody as a human, right, first. And secondly, understand that we in this together, right? Especially now, brothers and sisters of the Blue Lives community. I'm talking specifically to you. You too, I wish you guys would come forward more often. I wish you would come forward when you have internal racism where white people are testing you to see if you with them or not with them. I understand why you don't. And I'm not a rookie. I'm not a naive, even though I've never had the desire to be a part of the police community. I understand that it happens. And I wish you guys would come forward more often. You want us to snitch and help you solve the crime. However, when stuff happens to you on the job, non-related to, fighting crime and solving crime, when your white counterparts are testing you, I wish you guys would, one, report it more often and be very upfront about it. So I know it happens. I know why you don't report it, because you still want to be a police officer. That's what you want to do. And they would kill you just like they kill us, right? And you want to protect your family and you want to stay safe. There's a fine balance for my brothers and sisters that are part of the blue community that they have to walk a tightrope with. I understand that. No, I'm telling you, we are not stupid. Okay? We're not stupid. We're not dumb. We're not ignorant. We understand exactly what's going on. But those individuals specifically, black and brown police officers, We need you to stand up. The ones that want to do the right thing, that know that this stuff is wrong. But you do it because you're coerced too, right? You keep your head down, keep your mouth shut. Sounds very Jim Crow to me, but that's my opinion, right? But specifically for those individuals who are inside of that culture and that organization, we need you to stand up for your people. We need you to do the right thing. And that's the part of it that just literally makes no sense. The only thing, the people that you have taken the oath to protect and serve, the only thing we're asking you to do is to do the right thing. The same way that most of us are law-abiding citizens, we go to work, we care for our family, we socialize, we spend money in these places that don't want us. They want our money, but they don't want us. We pay taxes, which pays your salaries. The only thing that we are asking you to do is the right thing. And for some reason, that's the most difficult concept to grasp in your organization. When you're supposed to be policing people doing the right thing. How ironic is that? Even now, it makes my heart so heavy and my spirit so sad that grown ass professional people you have to have this conversation with. The difference between what's right and what's wrong. Now, I'm getting off the subject, and I know this is more than 10 minutes, but it just can't be helped today. Maybe I'll chop it up and put it out in 10-minute sections, but I'm not sure. But we're going to see where this ends. So, I'm going to go back. So, 1, respect us like you want us to respect you. 2, do the right thing. You have training that shows you or goes through a psychological and action plan in order to de-escalate. Nobody's doing that. Like, nobody. Well, none of the police, none of the people that's trained to do it, they're not doing any of that. It's guns first. And I just don't understand that. So, respect us, we will respect you. Do the right thing. Do the job that you're trying to do. Do it the way that you were trying to do it. Stand up. Those officers who know that this is wrong, this kind of behavior is wrong, this culture is wrong, we're going to need you to stand up too. I need you to stand up, 10 toes down on the ground, and check your fellow officers when they get out of hand. Check them. Hey, man, that's not the right shit, right? Hey, man, we're not doing it that way. If you don't sit your ass down somewhere, you gonna be the one in handcuffs. Check them. Check them. And last but not least, just to let you know, again, this message is specifically for the Blue Lives. We are not all stupid. We are not animals. Even though This country has spent 400 years treating us as such. We are not slaves. We are not our ancestors. I would like to think of us as an upgraded ancestors 2.0. Okay, there has been an upgrade since 1955. Uh, and you will have to answer for what you've done. Period. No matter where you work, what city, what state, what town, you will have to answer for whichever way you stand on this particular subject matter. I know you have to put on a hard face and emotionally detach yourself in order to do this job. Sometimes I have to do it a lot on my job. I just have to, not take it personal when people call me with attitude and want to cuss and fuss. Again, I understand some of the emotional detachment from the job. Sometimes it has to do that. But emotionally detaching yourself from the job and emotionally detaching yourself from the people, that's two different things. And I need you guys to know the difference, because you will be held responsible for those things. And it's not going to take a long time. So with that, this is the end of this particular rant, even though I'm over my 10 minutes. And now to my black people, my sisters, my brothers, my fathers, my aunties, all over. We all family. If you have any list, crowdfundings, legitimate list, crowdfundings for organizations who are assisting and protesting. So we're talking free law services, protest dates, fundraising, supplies needed, news, things that's slipping through the cracks, not making front page, not making global news, etc. Send us your information. Send us those names. Send us, information on how we can help, where we can help, when we can help. Now I'm going to tell you, it's because it's so widespread and there's just so much of it. We're going to comb through the information and just kind of pick, the stuff that's in our lane. Don't be mad at us. Everybody, it's going to take a village, and everybody has to just kind of find the lanes that they're able to occupy. And we will put your information out. We will rally the troops and try to get you some help, even if it's making phone calls and arranging stuff. So send us your information. Send us places and resources that have been helpful, and we'll get that information out. Until the next time, family, I love you. Be well. Be safe. And Black Lives Matter.